Dodgers Yankees. Everybody was waiting for this. This is what everybody wanted, and we've been wanting it for a handful of years now. And the Astros always stood in the way. Shocker. But Yankees, I mean, the biggest stars in the game. You had Judge and Otani and Soto and Betts and Freddie Freeman and Giancarlo Stanton, who's been phenomenal in the playoffs, by the way. All thanks to Michael Brown. He made that happen. So for the Yankees and Mike Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton coming back as well, went to Notre Dame High School. So he's I mean, the World Series is star power. It's the Yankees Dodgers. It's going to cost you $4,000 to sit, on the field. I think this weekend it is insane. The MLB can't get any better. This is exactly what they wanted. This is what they need because we know how football is. The NFL is king. College football is king. The major leagues need this, and I think the ratings on Friday night are gonna fucking just blow it out of the water. And I'm gonna give you my prediction on the World Series. I think the Yankees win it in 6. I think the Yankees the bullpen games for the Dodgers, they've given up a lot of runs, and in Game 6 they went with a bullpen game, and the Mets had at one point I think through 6 innings had stranded 12 runners. Now, are the Yankees going to strand 12 runners? I mean, you have Jazz Chisholm in that lineup. You have Volpe. You have so many guys up and down the lineup. I think they're deeper. Their lineup is deeper than the Dodgers. The Dodger bullpen, though, has been absolutely phenomenal in these playoffs. You have Garrett Cole going Game 1, and Flaherty didn't look great against the Mets. How will he come out? I mean, it's going to be a ton of pressure on Flaherty. And Garrett Cole, he's a dude. He's a dude, been there, done that type of guy. I like Game 1. I like the Yankees, but I think it's gonna be a phenomenal series. And everybody, if you don't watch baseball or you don't love it, you will love it after watching all these guys on the field. It is going to be a show, and hopefully we get a great series. It would be great to go 7, but I want the Yankees in 6. So give me the Yankees in 6. And the other reason I want the Yankees to win because the Dodgers showed, the fans show that 72% of you fans are fucking going to destroy the streets of LA. They're going to destroy the streets of LA.
They're already destroyed, Rafa.
They're going to destroy them even more.
You can't.
More shits
Oh,
on
no,
the sidewalk?
they can. They can. No, the shit on the sidewalk is... No, these guys don't do that. They just steal cars and burn them on the corner of Foothill and Paxton. That's what they do. That's what they do.
I'm as just an athlete, it's just so exciting for me to see the two biggest brands in baseball to come together and in a year where sports overall is just crazy. Like sports overall is just insane right now. Like we get MLB, we college football, NFL's crazy. Like it's just a treat to get these two programs.
No, we got a treat. We got a great week coming up. I mean, you have great games this week in college football. The NFL games are always great. I mean, it doesn't really matter, and college football's been that this year. It doesn't matter the games. Iowa State and UCF was great last week. Great ending. BYU as well. So you're having great games, and it is capped this week by the end of the MLB season. Like you said, CJ, the two biggest franchises and the two biggest stars in the game. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This is what the Dodgers spent $700 million on that man for. He got them there. He put that shit on his back, and he led the team, and with a team that didn't pitch. And kudos to Dave Roberts, and I gave him his props earlier. He did a hell of a job to get him there, and so I think it's gonna be a great series, and everybody's in for a treat.
This is what I have to say about this series. I think if you were a realistic Dodger fan or just a knowledgeable MLB guy, I didn't expect the Dodgers to make it to the World Series this year. This was sort of like we're going to be close. I think the pressure's on the Yankees. I really do, because this was a year that the Dodgers, Shohei not pitching, the injuries have just been off the charts. I think the Dodgers have nothing to lose, and I think the Dodgers come in a little loose, and I think the Yankees get a little tight. Judge has been on a little, not a dry streak, but a slump, if you could say a slump. Now, he's, maybe the best hitter in baseball, so that could, end like that. But Ah, man, I don't want to jinx the Dodgers, so I won't. I'll just say that I think it's gonna go seven. I think it's gonna go seven, and we're in for a treat. Whoever wins, if you're a Dodger fan, you got to be excited. If you're a Yankee fan, uh, this is once in a lifetime. And I mean, this is hope it's a good series. Is that being a bitch? Am I bitching out?
Well, no, but the thing is, the Dodgers are favored to win the series. The Dodgers come in at minus 120, so they are favored. And when we look at it, if we're looking at just postseason stats, we can go the number one hitting team in the postseason is the Dodgers. Technically, you know, Milwaukee was a two, but average
Yeah,
wise, Milwaukee had 263, the Dodgers hit 251, the Yankees hit 237. So now pitching in the playoffs, if we take the 12 teams that made the playoffs, the Dodgers ERA is 4.36. They were ninth. So and to get this far, kudos to the bullpen and that offense. Obviously, the Yankees are fourth, ERA at 3.27. I think that's where the Yankees are going to have the advantage. I think it's going to be with starting pitching, and so, um, but I think it's going to be great. And Eddie, I know you said and Dodger fans do this shit. Oh, we didn't think we were going to win. We didn't like
they
listen.
did it.
You'd spend a fuck ton of money to have that mindset, and I think it's a mindset of if we win, we win, but we know we can't win because we haven't won, and we've had monster teams, and they haven't with better pitching than what they have now, and they haven't won. But the difference is the number one, the bullpen's been great, and Dave Roberts has done a hell of a job. And number two, you have arguably the best player on the planet. So and the guy who hits right behind him is a top five dude and was the best player on the planet probably 3 years ago when Mike Trout was hurt or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So all the bets in Vegas, Dodgers were plus 200 at one point to win the World Series. Like that's unheard of in baseball. So and through the season, they won 98 games. They led the MLB in wins. So it's not like listen, they didn't pitch, but they can fucking hit. So I think that, but I think the Yankees, man, I think they have too much star power up and down the lineup. Up and down the lineup. I want to see, what the bottom of the lineup does for the Dodgers, and they've been they've done well, but this is a bigger stage, and I don't know if they can do it. And they're not getting to play the Mets. This is the Yankees. This is a real team from New York.
Okay, I'm getting pressure. By the way, I picked the Braves and the Yankees. I think preseason to go to the World Series.
Say it, man.
Okay, Dodgers in 7. Otani has 4 home runs in New York alone
Wow,
for the
wow.
series.
Who's your
Uh,
World Series MVP?
I'm going to say Shohei Otani. I'm going to say Shohei Otani. And I just, the guys are stepping up, man. Tommy Edman, Kike, Max Muncy. I know Freddie's a shell of himself right now, but if he could somehow, limp his way through this series, which I'm sure he's going to do, I like their approach at the plate. They're patient and they're going to make the Yankees pitch strikes.
Oh man, I'm gonna give you my World Series MVP, and I think the Yankees win in 6. And everybody who knows me probably thinks I'm gonna say Juan Soto, but I'm gonna give you a underdog MVP pick for the World Series. I'm gonna take Jazz Chisholm as the World
Ugh.
Series MVP. That's who I'm gonna take as the MVP. I think he's gonna be dynamic in the series. I really do. If the Yankees win, I think Jazz is gonna be the MVP.
There you have it.
You can find us on Cut, man.
Find it uncut. I'm sure I'm going to throw some cash at it. Why not?
So www.cut.com. Dodgers and Yankees are on there, plus 117, minus 117. You can change the odds, change the numbers, change how much you want to bet, and find us on there. Link is in the description.
Go download it, man, and give us some love and use the code Two Nobodies. I promise you, you will love the app, and it's a genius idea, man. Why give money to to Dave? What's his name at Barstool?
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah. Why give it to the MGM? Why give it to all these huge places? Let's give it, let's have some fun and bet with each other, man. Let's do this shit.